All right. Hey, everybody. Man, it is good to be back. I've missed the office. I've missed the chair. I've missed the camera, this microphone, and I've missed you. Hey, it's Jeff here, founder of the Church Digital. I've been out of the office this week. You know what? It was only like one day, but it feels like it was forever. A lot has happened. A lot has happened in the past couple days. I was up in Orlando, Exponential Orlando Conference. Got to hug on some friends, see some people I haven't seen in a year or two, and on top of that, got to hang out with a little bit with JMO, with Andy and with Leighton in physical space. It was the first time I think I'd seen Jason, Andy, and Leighton physically together. The word was 2 years. I think it was more than that. I think it was 3 to 4. Like, it had been a minute. And the last time we were all together, I don't think Jason was available. And so, like, it had been quite a while. And it was really good. You know, to be honest, I ended up staying at an Airbnb that Leighton was at. And I literally did not know that Leighton was staying with us. We were staying with some friends. Jesse Carbo at Digital Missions Project had invited me to stay with them, and it was perfectly fine. I just didn't know Leighton was staying there with Jesse as well, and some of Jesse's friends. Jesse was not there when I got to the Airbnb at like 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night, and so I walked into the room that I was staying at, and quite literally, I looked over on the counter. The person that was already moved into the room with me, two of us were sharing the room, and when I looked over on the counter, you can look on Discord and see it. There's a pile, 5 tall, of flat caps. And I looked back and I said, oh, I didn't know Leighton was here. I mean, literally 5 flat caps just sitting on the counter to rep flat cap. Because, who else other than flat cap is going to be rolling 5 deep of flat caps for a conference? I don't even know that he wore all the flat caps that he brought to the conference. That's a whole other thing. Actually, I asked him, I was like, do you like coordinate your outfits with your flat caps? Do you just grab random outfits, random flat caps? Like how do you plan to travel with flat caps? Flat cap. Fun conversations. I'll let you have that. But where we are going today, ladies and gentlemen, I am very excited to dig in and really get into some new information and walk through some new things that are happening with the Digital Missions Conference. I got to tell you, Digital Missionary Conference, excuse me. I told Jesse, I was like, I confused Digital Missions Project and Digital Missionary Conference. Like, the words get lost to me. Digital Missionary Conference, Digital Missionary Conference, Digital Missionary Conference, because with it's not, the Digital Missionary Conference is about you. It's about empowering and encouraging you, the missionary that's out there that's doing this work and helping others realize the call and the necessity of what we're doing and to join us in the work of this. And I'm so excited. I've started to have some of the conversations and connect with some of the people that are going to be part of the conference. We've had a couple speakers that were not able to do it. We knew this was happening. A couple speakers were not able to do it live, and so there were several that were going to be on Sim Live. Had one of those conversations. So I've already had the conversation with David Nelms, and just like I'm not going to tease it. I'm not going to tell you. I can't. I am going to tease it. I'm not going to tell you. The guy said something in this conversation that blew my mind. Like, as I look at what I hope, we evolve the Church Digital into, and I hope what God does amongst us, and what I pray God does amongst us. Wow. What an encouraging, what a challenging, what an inspiring conversation that one was. And that was one of just 11 breakouts that are happening through the Digital Missionary Conference. I started writing my own, 11 keynotes. I started writing my own keynote, and just so good. So good, so good. So, hey, listen, if you want to go to get more information on the website, you guys know this. It's missionary.digital. I just typed the letters on the screen myself, and I'm going to push the magic button, and hopefully everything still works. I didn't check it in between. Missionary.digital. And oh, look, you can see it right there on the screen. Let me make this a little bigger. Fill in the space a little better. Oh my gosh, that is so big in context. Missionary.digital. So here, let me, does that help? Yeah, sure, why not? All right, so missionary.digital is the website, Digital Missionary Conference. It is April 2nd. We are, look at this right here. We are 12 days and 20, can I zoom in on that right there? Let's do that. Oh my gosh, we are 12 days and 20 hours. We're 13 days away from this conference, and that is super exciting. It is for the team, for Barbara, for Word Revolution, for me. It's a little terrifying because we still got a lot to do. But I tell you, like we locked in. We ain't making any more changes. Well, who am I to say? I'll be making changes day up. But you'll see here as we're walking through the website. There's been a lot of changes on the website. There's been a lot of updates. There's a lot of information on here now, and we're getting to the point where we really ain't gonna make many more changes. It's much more locked in and getting you informed with what's coming up here in 12 hours, 12 days, 20 hours, 48 minutes, and 15 seconds. So really, really excited about this. But let's walk through here. Digital Missions Conference, April 2nd, 2025, 11 a.m. U.S. Eastern. That is New York time. Get on Google, figure out what time it is for you in that time zone. We've well over 600 people registered for the conference so far, which is crazy exciting. We're excited about that. Our goal, I'll just be honest here, our goal was 1,000 people. And so 600, where we are with 12 days to go, is like we're confident we're going to hit 1,000 people registered for this. Now, if you're registering, you get it live and you get it on demand. So you want to watch this sucker, like you can't make it. Hey, guess what? You're down in Oceania, and that's ODark 30, 11 a.m. U.S. Eastern. That's a hard time zone to be awake. God bless Tall Skinny Kiwi for joining us. But so watch it on demand. You still got to register. And so this is not going to be available on demand anywhere unless you register. So smash that register now button, fill out the form, give us your email information. You'll see it here coming up. We are doing a live online digital broadcast and a virtual reality conference. 2 conferences, 2 stages simultaneously, broadcast digital and virtual reality. Now, this is what's really fun for me. I hope you'll enjoy this as much as I will. So we were going to use the world, and the world was good. And then they said, "Hey Jeff, why don't we make the world better?" This is like 2 weeks ago, the virtual reality world, and I was like, "Okay, I'm cool with that. Like, let's try to make some modifications and adjustments." And then it was, "Hey Jeff, why don't we just build a whole new world?" And so, God bless VR Tiger. I'm not allowed to tell you what VR Tiger's actual name is. He can let you know at some point. But Oasis Church VR is actually building a virtual reality world right now. Oasis Church virtual reality, VR Tiger's lead pastor there. They are building an exclusive world just for the Digital Missionary Conference. So excited about VR Tiger, the work, the ministry that he's doing through Oasis Church, and I'm sure we're going to get more into that here in a little bit. But we do have the broadcast stage, the virtual reality stage, and spatial. The conference is going to be keynotes, and there is going to be breakouts in digital broadcasts. Oh, so many breakouts. We're going to get more into that in a little bit. But this is networking opportunities, Q&A, interaction with the keynote speakers, a lobby where you can integrate and talking with others. I was working at a physical conference, and I got to tell you, the physical conference today, Exponential, this past week, There's three things that happen at a physical conference. You go listen to some incredible speakers, do some keynotes. You go interact with some people that are doing bleeding edge stuff on some new techniques in breakouts, and to explore and experiment with maybe some new ideas. And you give some hugs, you shake some hands, you talk to some people you haven't seen in a long time, and you network with them. That's the three things why you go to a physical conference. And with our digital broadcast, we're going to do all three things. Okay, maybe you're not able to actually do the hug, but the keynotes, the breakouts, and the ability to interact with anybody in the conference and dialogue with them on a one-on-one level in the lobby of Altar Live, we're offering this to you. So don't, for the love of all that's good in the world, do not look at the Digital Missions Conference and go, oh my gosh, this is a 7-hour webinar. Crap, no. This is not a 7-hour webinar. Far from it. Take it from a guy who's actually a professional webinar developer. We are not doing a webinar on this. Please don't insult what we're doing by calling it a webinar. We're trying to create an opportunity for people like you to experience a conference literally in an online environment, and internationally as well. So listen, come hang out with us and do this. You can register, of course. We want your information to do this, and let us know what your preferred platform is, online, virtual reality, or both. It's interesting. Some people are obviously, majority is digital broadcast online. There are some people that are exclusively virtual reality, and that's good. We want that. Some people want to go back and forth, and this is just what you prefer. Day of, you can get what you can get. Keynote talks, breakout sessions, the virtual reality experience. I don't know if I told you. I think I told you. Most of you probably have heard me say this. The virtual reality experience is the that's the exclusive. That's the premiere. That's the best seat in the house. The virtual reality, and to be honest, it's the rarest seat in the house. Here's the deal with the virtual reality crowd. We have 50. We have a limitation of 50 people that are going to be able to enjoy the virtual reality experience. We're going to max out at 50. And so it's not going to, if you know anything about virtual reality technology and social worlds, it's a rollover to build another implementation of a world, and we ain't going to do that. It's a hard stop at 50. And so what happens in VR stays in VR. We want you to be one of the 50. And so I'm not saying you should get out in line like, the day before and hold your spot. We'll publish when we're going to open the doors to let people in, but the fact of this is that the virtual reality experience is going to be a rare experience indeed. So hey, we do have our schedule for our keynote talks. We've published it. So many of you are like, hey Jeff, I get it, 7 hours. It's a long day, 11 to 5, 6 hours, whatever it is time-wise. Actually, no, it is 11 to 7 now. 11 to 6. 7 hours all day doing this, right? Like, it's a long day. I can't, but I want to come for parts. So we're publishing the times here, and we're publishing where it's going to be seen so that you know where to be and when you're going to be there. Hey, so I'm kicking off the talk 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm kicking off the entire conference doing a quick talk. We need new wineskins. And so that's what I'm going to be hitting here. Jeff, founder of the Church Digital. I need a new headshot, man. That was to be honest, that was like probably 10 years ago. Wow. Lots changed in 10 years. Lot more gray. A lot skinnier. It's been an interesting decade. We need new wineskins coming up here, kicking off. We've got David Nelms coming up next, founder of the Timothy Initiative, broadcast stage, Altar Life stage, and VR stage, starting and sustaining a movement. Incredible conversation. And then we're going into breakouts, where breakouts are going to be happening in Altar Live. The breakouts will be happening in the Altar Live stage and environment, and on the VR stage at the same time, exclusive to VR, seen nowhere else. El Michelle doing a great talk on active listening in the metaverse. Active listening in the metaverse. I tell you what, I may ditch the stage in broadcast and go listen to El Michelle's talk. I am so excited about what El Michelle is going to contribute here in this environment. Then we got a Jay Cranda. Some of the times are off here. That's 12:25 p.m. Altar Live and VR Stage. Understanding, adapting to, and engaging with international cultures. Jay, I'm so excited to hear this talk from Jay, who's got a new title, Innovations Pastor, over at Saddleback. Jay, I talk about how, JMO is probably the smartest man in digital. Anbo Sarge, Dr. John, they're like 2 to 3. Those are the top 3 around. Jay Cranda's no slouch in this area too. I'm not saying he's number 4. He may be closer to 2. Actually, all of them combined are probably the smartest person in digital ministry, digital church space. Maybe rounding out number 5 on that list would be Matthew Neerman on the broadcast stage. What's working digitally globally? Matthew Neerman is head of research for Lausanne, just a small organization. You may have heard of Lausanne. Missions organization founded by Billy Graham 50 years ago. And Matthew Neerman ran the Great Commission Report. He's literally chair of the Great Commission Report. 300-page report about how the gospel is moving globally. And there's a 50 to 65-page section in that report. Major chunk of that is citing digital. Matthew Neerman is a huge friend of digital missionaries and digital missions. And he is chairing, and he's going to represent what's working and what's not working globally, digitally. At the same time, in virtual reality, Meta Crusade, we got Pastor Dominic, a new friend here to the Church Digital, jumping in, talking metaverse, gaming, and the future church. Really excited about some of the stuff that Pastor Dominic and his Meta Crusade are doing. His group is so missional minded, so evangelic. It's almost catching in that. And then we've got another breakout session at 1:55 Eastern, New York. That's going to be happening in the Altar Live section. We'll get more into the breakouts here in a second. At the same time, in the VR stage, our friend Flatcap. Flatcap's going to be doing a talk preaching to the metaverse. That's right, preaching to the metaverse. Flatcap is the gaming outpost leader of the church, Digital Layton, and is a good friend to TCD as well. Preaching. We've been experimenting. We've been working with some virtual reality churches on, I don't want to say how to make it easier, but how to make preaching reproducible. How to make it more engaging. Virtual reality, monologuing for an hour does not work in virtual reality for many reasons. It's why we're doing active listening. It's interesting. Active listening and preaching, you're going to find these two conversations actually go hand in hand in virtual reality. And that's the challenge that we really want to pose to a lot of our virtual reality friends. It's not monologuing, it's dialoguing. So how can you active listen? And then with that active listening, how can you work towards even preaching better in that space? So if you're in the virtual reality space, you definitely want to come hang out for that. Coming up next, we've got a friend from Jesus Film Project, Director of Digital Strategies, Meheret, is coming on with us. The digital mission field is ready. Are we? The harvest is plentiful and the workers are few. Yo, let's go. It's time to get to work. No, this is actually a very encouraging talk. I've talked with Meheret about what he's going to talk about. This is going to be on the Altar Live stage, and we're excited to see in the digital broadcast space Meheret share a challenge of what he is seeing through Jesus Film, through Crew globally, and some of the things they're working on to come alongside and partner and help people that are in the digital mission space. It's a beautiful thing. Meheret and his team are actively working to help digital missionaries do what they're doing. And we're going to see a tighter relationship, I truly believe, between Jesus Film, between Crew, and some of the work at the Church Digital. So excited what we're seeing over there. At the same time, on the VR stage, we're going to have Stuart Freeman, who actually works for Meheret. It's so funny. When I invited both these guys to come speak, I had no idea. But Stuart Freeman actually works for Jesus Film, VR evangelist and discipleship specialist for the Jesus Film Project. Stuart Freeman is a full-time VR chat missionary. And he is going to be talking about the challenge of being a missionary in a VR chat, in the VR chat, in that social media space. And then maybe the highlight for me, I created this thing. I'm not allowed to be biased, but Dr. John Harris interviewing Josh Packard on church refugees will be an incredible time. Church Refugees was a book Josh Packard wrote really about the de-churched and sharing some stats centered around the unfortunate movement of the de-churched people in America over the past 25 years. The organized church, the institutional church has lost 25%. It's gone from 50% of America to 25% of America. What are we going to do with that? Enter John Harris, who runs a digital church that really focuses on effectively reaching de-churched people. And by the way, Dr. John loves the Church Refugees books. He's obsessed with it. So it's going to be a really fun interview here when we get that. 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Coming off that, Jasmine Ng, engaging the Web3 community as digital missionaries, 4 o'clock, 4:10 Eastern. It's going to be on Altar Live in VR. I was actually talking with Jasmine about this yesterday. Excited. She's on another time zone. She'll be unconscious, asleep when this conference is going on, unfortunately. But she's going to do a pre-record for this conversation. She and I are going to get together on Monday. But she, with CW3 Christians in Web3, an organization that dives into the Web3 community, blockchain, crypto, all that side of Web3. And as Christians in that space, she and her Christian friends discovered the missional opportunity to build relationships, to establish trust. She discovered the opportunity of evangelism and even discipleship digitally as she built more relationships with people called to Christ in the Web3 community. It's a beautiful story, not of somebody who set out to be a digital missionary, but somebody who was in the space, and while in the space discovered there was an opportunity to be a missionary. Then we've got another breakout session to wrap up, Altar. We're going to wrap up the conference with some breakout sessions, and then a VR hangout and after show with Holy Aces coming up. All right, so hey, I've been saying breakout session a lot. I've been saying breakout sessions a lot, but we really haven't talked about what it is. We've got the schedule right now, currently listed on the website, and I want to show you. 11:55 a.m. There's a ton of different breakouts we've got set up for you, right? You can just keep scrolling here. It just keeps going and going and going. And then at 1:55 we talked about, hey, there's another set of breakouts. And some of these breakouts are the same from 11:55, and some of them are brand spanking new. And there was so much talk about, hey, Jeff, there's so much happening. We're not going to be able to get to all these breakouts we want to go to. So we went ahead and set up a third breakout. We set up a third breakout opportunity that's happening right here. And we're going to actually see more of those come on here very soon. Normally when we do conferences and when we do the town halls, and the Church Digital does a lot of these large online events, we're known for the after party. And really, the after party, maybe more better. Oh my gosh, I almost said more better. The after party may be more better. I'll go ahead and say it. The after party may be more better than the conference itself. I don't think that's going to be true with this one. This conference is pretty legit. But we're known for the after party. And I'll tell you, with this one, it ain't going to be, the after party is going to be solid. But instead of doing an after party, we're actually doing a ton of different after parties in the breakouts. So instead of trying to get 1,000 people to stick around in an after party to hang out with us, we're just gonna, hey guys, we're gonna go into breakouts. Just break out, and we will end the show. We will end the conference in breakouts. And so if you want to go listen to AKA DJ Courageous, actually, who was on the show just a minute ago. Like he was in here saying, let's go. excited about that. Hey, DJ Courageous, thanks for coming on here. Melanie was on here as well. If you want to come listen to DJ Courageous talk about streaming DJs using music as a digital connection point, digitally and physically. Oh my gosh, what? Streaming DJ on Twitch and using that connection point on Twitch to build a digital connection point for Christ, and being a DJ missionary in physical and digital. Can you do that? Really? Well, evidently he is. And so, like, that's some of the craziness that we're going to get into. Spiritual mentoring in a digital space. Wally's going to be doing that one. Praying like monks, living like fools. Ian Kirk, how can the church digital help me become a better digital missionary? Like, there's so much. Thank you, Ian, for teaching that for us, by the way. There is so much opportunities. And this is going to be the after party. So you asked, we listened, we provided. There are now 3 different batches of breakouts, and you get the opportunity to hit the ones that you want to hit. Here's what I need from you. You can check out more information on the FAQ. And oh my gosh, I almost forgot about this. Will you just check out the greatness of this page? See what we did. The conference is free. The conference is expensive to produce and to get all this to happen. But what we did was we said, hey, organizations, would you be willing to help sponsor the conference? Would you be willing to help financially give so that we can offer this and other resources to digital missionaries for free? All the logos on this page are organizations that have contributed financially or have contributed in kind product that would help the conference be free for you all and help other ministry resources that the Church Digital will provide be free for you all. Like, these are digitally pro organizations. Digital Missionary Pro. These are the organizations that are for you. And you know what? There's 1, there's 2, there's, I think, 3 different logos I still need to add to this page. This just happened over the past couple of days. This actually, Barbara's team gets annoyed because I keep adding logos. And they keep having to make things smaller and smaller. Because like, come on, Jeff, really? I'm telling you, man, people be excited about this, bro. And so super thankful for these sponsors. And they're going to be part of the conference. And you're going to see and hear more information about them in the coming days. But listen, I was teasing this here a minute ago. We need your help with the conference. There's a lot on this page. I don't know why I scrolled up to the top. But we're 12 days away. And like I said, we want to get to 1,000 people for this conference. But to get there, I'm going to need your help. So I just went to a webpage, and it's a secret webpage. Shh. I want you to tell as many people as possible. Normally you would say, shh, don't tell anybody, but shh, tell as many people as possible, and let's get the word out on the conference. I went to share, share.missionary.digital. I am going to type this in the chat. And so if you're watching this live, you can swing over there, but share.missionary.digital. And this is a free website. Of course, all this stuff is free, but this is a free resources to have you share what's happening. This is our digital media kit for the conference. And so we do have confirmed speakers, a list of what's here, but what we also have are shareable graphics and posts that you can copy and paste, that you can download, graphics that you can download and get this on your social media, get this on your channels, and maybe even text somebody, text a potential volunteer, text somebody that might just be crazy enough to do some of this stuff in Facebook, in Instagram, in Reddit, in Twitch, in Discord, in virtual reality. Text the people that you hang out with that, maybe, just maybe, they might want to do something. And so there's all sorts of graphics and resources that it's very easy on the iPhone to smash and press and hold and copy and then paste that into whatever platform. Or maybe you just want to download them all onto a computer and have it accessible. Like, we want you to smash that button to hold and press on all of these graphics and get the word out. Like, we are seeing I would say we've seen a spike of traffic to the Digital Missionary website. We've seen registrations go up in the past couple of days. It's centered around social media, centered around some of our people that really love what we're doing with the conference, getting the word out and telling their friends, putting it on reels, putting it on shorts, putting it on stories, putting it on posts, creating TikTok videos, like getting it out in the most YouTube videos, getting it out in any way possible. And I ask you, if you're taking the time to watch this video on YouTube and you've made it, I don't know how long I've been talking, 30 minutes into this, I'm asking you, if you've taken the time to watch 30 minutes, you are a friend of the Church Digital. So go that next step. Go to share.missionary.digital, share.missionary.digital. Grab some of these graphics and get the word out. And be sure to drive people to that missionary.digital website. You see it all over here. That missionary, www.missionary.digital. So good, so good. All right. And then once again, the sponsors all over the place. I tell you, I am so excited. I've designed a lot of conferences over the years. I've designed a lot of online experiences over the years. This one just may be the best one yet, and I am so thankful that we, the Church Digital, get the opportunity to share this with you. And our prayer is that you would be encouraged, that you would be equipped, that you would be empowered to do ministry in digital and virtual space. Consider this a rallying point. The idea that we are needing a new wineskins. It's funny, El Michelle literally just called me. I got to talk to her about her talk. I'm going to hang up the phone here. El Michelle, if you can hear me, I'm on stream. But I'm sorry, El Michelle, I just screened you. I didn't ghost you, I screened you. I got to call her here in a second. But my hope is that you will realize and you will take this as a rallying point. It's time for new wineskins. Missionally, it is time for new wineskins in digital and virtual space. And we want to invite you through this conference to maybe re-engage with some of this stuff, to be able to embrace the idea of digital missions work in a new and more effective way. In a way to reach people that we are not able to reach through the buildings, to reach people digitally that we are not able to reach physically. Okay? Hey, you know what? This has been a fun stream. I think I've been on 30 some minutes. And so it's been great. We're going to be doing more updates throughout the week, probably bring in some interviews, some people that are doing breakouts, maybe, and keynotes to tease some of what's happening. And so stay tuned. Love y'all. Thank you for being a part of the Church Digital, and thank you for helping get the word out on the Digital Missionary Conference. But until I see you next time, have a great weekend. This is Jeff with the Church Digital. I have no idea. I've got so many windows open on my screen. I have no idea where the end button is. All right, there it is. Hey, and so until I see you, hey, it's Jeff with the Church Digital. Thanks. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later.